whole Brajadam has 12 vanas, 12 forests, and 12 Upaforests. Upaforests is small vanas. So after this Gokul is situated in Mahavana. Okay, so actually I am going to be really adding something from the previous visits also. Now before that, I want to give a little prelude to really understand the details about Gokul, the appearance of Bhagavan Sri, the Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna here. Because a lot of confusions. If you see the Srimad Bhagavatam, in Srimad Bhagavatam, the birth is really mentioned in such a way that it's totally confused. Because Sukadeva Goswami did not have enough time to really go through this detail, because this is very, very intricate. So the birth of Sri Krishna is very, very sophisticated. So if Sukadeva Goswami, when he was narrating Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, if he really wanted to clear everything, he would have spent probably hours on this topic alone. So he decided to keep it very simple. But remember, he had to finish it in 7 days. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, he narrated actually 10th canto, 3rd chapter, actually verses 7 to 8, if he sees that, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart, who is that? He is Paramatma. Appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon. So look at it very carefully. How it is saying? It says that Tam Adpudam Balakam Ambuje Kshanam Chadurbujam Sanga Kadadi Udayudam Srivatsa Lakshmam Galasobi Kaustubam Pitambaram Sandra Payoda Saubagam. What is the meaning? Vasudev see a newborn child, but the other thing is, so the Bhagavan did not appear as actually child very first time. No, he is Paramatma is actually manifesting as the small child there. How? With conch, chakra, and padma and gada. You see the picture at the left. So what is going on? So this sloka says Vasudeva saw the newborn child who was very wonderfully or lotus-like eyes, and who was born in his with his 4 hands. Look at here, 4 hands. That child actually had 4 hands. 4 hands and also 4 weapons. 1 weapon in everyone. See, Shank, Chakra, Kada, and the other one is Padma. Padma means flower, is lotus flower. On his chest was the mark of Srivatsa, and on his neck the brilliant Kaustuba gem. Dressed in yellow, his body blackish like a dense cloud, his scattered hair fully grown, and his helmet and earrings sparkling uncommonly with a valuable gem Vaidurya. The child, decorated with a brilliant belt, armlets, bangles, and other ornaments, appeared very wonderful. This is what we have. Tell me now. This brings so many questions. Where in the world that we see a child is born like this? How can he come from the womb? No, that means, first of all, was Devaki pregnant like the other children, that were actually born? Because it took 9 months or whatever the time. Was she pregnant? No answer. Did the child have any umbilical cord like other children? Other children also, right? They were born. No, it's not mentioning anything like this. If the child was born, how did the child come out holding chakra, conch, and kada, and so on? Also, the child was wearing so many jewels, having a helmet, crown. The hair was fully grown. The child was wonderfully dressed. Where in the world we see a child appearing with already dressed and fully grown dressed and with so much of ornaments and everything, belt and even crown. What is this talking about? There is a lot of things inside which Bhagavatam is not able to really answer, because this is not the original Bhagavatam that Vyasadeva wanted to really give to us. Remember, because Vyasadeva wanted to give this full Bhagavatam, he approached Vinayaka, Ganapati. So Ganapati got up, he was popped up because he helped Vasudeva, Vedavyas, to help in writing the Mahabharata. So he got just popped off. He said, "Oh, Vyasadeva, if you want me to write, then you should not stop in the middle." Then Vyasadeva said, "Okay, all right, that's fine. But at the same time, you have to understand what the verse, and then you write." So with this agreement that was going on, then and actually what happened was, yes, Vyasa went into the trance, and the Srimad Bhagavatam, it was supposed to come to us, it was flowing on one by one. Because once he really gets into the trance, he cannot see anything else. Nothing. So he's really away, because this is not something he is doing. It's coming from the spiritual dimension. That is how all the rishis have given us the Vedas and everything. But at the end, all the things were narrated. And finally, when Vyasa came out of the trance, he saw that Ganapati Vinayaka was really just sitting idle. Because then he was wondering, where is the Bhagavatam? He said, I could not write it. Why? Because I could not understand the verse. That was actually exactly Canto 1, chapter 2, 11th text. That was where he really got stuck. Nothing we got. So the only Bhagavatam we got is very little than the real. Very little. Because it had to be really done in 7 days. So the appearance of this wonderful Leela, of the appearance here in Madura, is very short. But also so many things happened. In Gokul also things happened. That's what we are going to talk about. I'm giving this as a background. After that, I will show you all those places where they're all, associated with. So what really happened then? If this was the Krishna from Goloka Vrindavan, the Swayam Bhagavan, he could have appeared only with the 2 hands, because there he has only 2 hands. The Shastra says clearly. And he does not have any of these weapons there in Goloka. No weapons. Why do we need weapons? Only when when Lord Vishnu is also coming in his, he's in his particular, the divine body. Is Vishnu kills the demons, not Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. He has nothing to do with that. He is Rasika Raja. So then if it was that Swayam Bhagavan Krishna who appeared in Madura, then he would have appeared only 2 hands without any weapons. Also note that the child in Madura did not come with any peacock feather or flute. Why not? All the Changu, Chakra, everything was coming. But why not the peacock feather and flute, which is very important for Swayam Bhagavan? So, who is that he appeared in Madura is the question. Who is this who was born in Madura? In fact, he was not born, it just appeared. It was indeed Lord Vishnu or Lord Narayana, and surely not the Krishna from Goloka. Actually, he is Vasudeva Krishna, who is from Lord Vishnu or Lord Narayana. This Vasudeva Krishna can be considered as an avatar of Vishnu, no problem. That is the Vishnu Purana's understanding, no problem. But we are not really concerned with that side at all. So it is also said that the Lord Vishnu then ordered Vasudeva to take to Gokul, because he assumes as basically he's a baby, now he is talking, telling Vasudeva to really take the child to exchange a girl who was born in Gokul. Was that child, when carried, had all these ornaments also? The crowns, Pitambara, everything. Look at. This information is not there. We do not know. Think about this. If Vasudeva left that child without any umbilical, look at here now. Was there any umbilical here? Nothing. Because it clearly says in the sloka that what? So Bhagavan appeared from the heart, who is Paramatma, right? Who is residing Vishnu, Lord Vishnu residing in the heart. Of course, everybody's heart. Then he appeared as the child with Changu Chakra Katha, all the dressed and crown. No umbilical. So suppose he really took the child like this, and then took to go to Gokul, and then kept there as he appeared. What will the Gokul people think? Arey, who is this? Is this somebody made some trick? Somebody is actually brought a child who was all already decorated with crowns and these and pitambara, these all with the thing. What is this? So what happened? Nobody cares. The whole world has nothing that they have to understand, because the Shastra says, if one knows the secret of Bhagavan Krishna's appearance, he is immediately liberated. He may be living in this world, but he is already liberated. Is that everybody who says that, oh, Krishna is an avatar of this thing, of Vishnu, etc., etc. See, that's what they know from the Vishnu Purana. Are they liberated? No. They are actually confusion. They are totally confused. So the whole world has been cheated because they want to be cheated. Yesterday I was covering about that also. But in Gokul, what happened? Oh, that baby, what they got there, had like a regular baby, 2 hands, dark bluish color, nothing, no ornaments, nothing, just like a normal, with umbilical. So when Nanda Baba, Yashoda, and all the elderly gopis and everybody was actually there, of course, when this happened, when the exchange of the child, of the baby happened, everybody was sleeping too. But when he got up, they now see the 2-handed form. That is what Swayam Bhagavan appeared in Gokul. Clearly Shastras are saying, but nobody knows about those Shastras. This is where the whole world is in confusion, because Bhagavan will not reveal his secret to everybody. And in Gokul, after that, they made a big festival cutting the umbilical. How will you explain that? How will you explain that? So no crown, no this thing, nothing. And so what happened there? Yes, there of course he assumed the form of a normal baby. That was what he was carrying. No, no flute, no, what the peacock feather. So look at the picture on the right side. They have painted, they have put the peacock. This is wrong again, wrong. Where did it come from? No. That belongs to only Gokul, because remember when that Krishna eventually went back to Madhura with Akurura and then Dwaraka, he left the peacock feather, the flute, beagles, everything in Vrindavan, Gokul only. Or actually specifically that is the place where Krishna was that time was saying was Nandagaon. That was the place. So he left there. So Dwaraka Krishna does not have any peacock feather. He does not have any flute. He does not have any beagle or anything, and he has 4-handed forms. Sometimes in Dwaraka he used to be 2-handed, sometimes most of the time 4-handed, because he is Narayana. See that? So how many of us know this? So what really happened is very, very strange. It's very sophisticated. Gurudev is talking this because Gurudev had a mata in Madhura, and the reason for that was he was really telling this truth to everybody. And where is it coming from? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying it. Upanishads are talking about, and then all the Puranas, so many places these pieces are coming from. What is Gurudev saying? Okay, let me read that. Around 5,200 years ago, at the end of the last Dwapar Yuga, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna appeared as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki in the prison house of the brutal King Kamsa. Yes, he appeared there. Yes, as I just mentioned about, this is what everybody is talking about. Seeing the child's divine and wondrous four-armed form, the color of a dark rain cloud, Vasudeva and Devaki worshipped and glorified him. He worshipped and glorified him. In his four hands, he held a conch shell, a disc, a club, and a lotus flower. And on his chest was the mark of Srivatsa, and the Kaustuba jewel hung round his neck. In response to Vasudeva's and Devaki's prayers, the Supreme Lord assumed the form of a newborn baby boy. Look at here. That was what Vasudeva and Devaki was talking about there in that. So then he urged Vasudeva to take him in his arms and carry him to Nanda Bhavana, the home of Nanda Maharaj in Gokul, that is in Mahavana. His hand cuffs and foot shackles, because they're all on chain, fell open. The gods fell into deep sleep. And the great iron doors of the prison swung open of their own accord. Although the night was stormy and the Yamuna was filled with roaring waves, the way cleared before Vasudeva and he safely reached Gokul. In the same night, now you listen, in the same night, in Nanda Bhavana, Yashoda also had given birth to two-armed Shyamasundara, like similar to a human being birth. And because Goloka Vrindavan, he is performing Naralila. In Vaikunda, it's not Naralila. Lord, and the Srimad Narayana has four hands. So in Gokul, that Swayambhavan appeared, and also a baby girl, Yogamaya. Yogamaya also appeared. Yogamaya was not having umbilical, very similar to the same concept as how Lord Vishnu appeared in Madhura. Because Sakti does not need. Okay, so because there was also a lot of purpose began. Like for example, Draupadi did not. Draupadi, even Meenakshi, Radharani, they did not, they were not always born like that. So because Sakti has that kind of power or the way, the nature, that they do not have to really come from a womb. They can just like that manifest. So now by arrangement, Yashoda had fallen unconscious. When Vasudeva entered the house with his baby Vasudeva Krishna, that two-armed Shyamasundara assimilated Vasudeva's son within himself. Why? Because Srimad Narayan is an expansion of Swayam Bhagavan Krishna from Goloka Vrindavan. So the one who appeared in Gokul is that Swayam Bhagavan from Goloka Vrindavan, not from Vishnu Loka or Vaikunta. So this is very important. So now, because when he really put the baby, it was a dark night, of course. He put the baby and he sees another baby there. That was the girl Yogamaya. He really took. What happened to the one who was born? It was hidden for him, because his mood or his way is not really to allow to see Goloka Vrindavan's Krishna. So he did not see. And this baby who was really taken from Madhura just assimilated. He entered into the body of Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, and that he really came to really perform these all the Gokul Leela, everything there in Vraj Leela. Only after the Vraj Leela was done, when he was 10 years and some few months, then he really went with Akurura. That's a different thing. When he went back, he again became Vasudeva Krishna. Swayam Bhagavan Krishna becomes aprakat. He just vanishes. That means nobody can see. And then he really, goes back as how he came from Madura, and he was the one who was in Madura, and he was there in Dwaraka. That is none other than what? Lord Narayan or Krishna or Lord Vishnu, whatever that you really want to talk. This is what happened. So here, Yashoda Krishna was born with an umbilical cord. And Vasudeva, when he really brought his child, look at the picture that this picture is not possible for you to really get anywhere. This is all in high, deep scriptures. I am bringing from there. Look at the bottom what it has written. Yashoda gave birth to a twin. Twin. That's what is written. See there. So Vasudeva took the baby, went back, he did not do anything else. So as far as Vasudeva is concerned, whoever is there in Gokul is his son. And now they are going to be really waking up. Here, Nanda Baba and Yashoda, everybody, all the gopis, everybody now woke up. And he says, oh, see, just a baby. Why? Because the baby girl is gone. Yogamaya is gone. And why? And this Yogamaya was actually, anyway, so that I will probably talk as we go. Let us see the Gokul now. The place where Vasudeva Krishna, brought by Vasudeva, merged into the body of this two-handed Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. So this is natural. Because Lord Vishnu or Narayana are the expansions from Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. Our focus is that this Nanda Nandan Krishna, not the Vasudeva Krishna. This Nanda Nandan Krishna is not an avatar. So this is the Nanda Bhavan where Swayam Bhagavan Lord Krishna was born to Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba. This picture you see is the entrance to the palace where Nanda Baba and Yashoda all lived. This palace is called Nanda Bhavan. This is where Lord Krishna crawled, and what you see at right is inside the complex. So you go inside and then that's what you see. And on the wall it shows the history of Vasudeva Krishna. Actually Vasudeva carrying Krishna from Madura. Why it's called Krishna? Because that is Vasudeva Krishna. It is also, he is actually coming in same blue colored form. What is what Krishna mean? Krishna means all attractive, and then Shyam is actually that bluish color. So these two manifestations are very important to understand. And Madura or Dwaraka Krishna and Gokul Krishna. Gokul Krishna is the Swayam Bhagavan that we worship only him. He is the one who really deals with all the Radharani, Gopya, Gopas, Gopis, everybody. That's only we care. We do not really worship the Dwaraka Krishna or the Madura Krishna or Sriman Narayana or Vishnu. No, nothing. We are only one-sided. Completely only one pure devotion which is attached to Golaka Vrindavan. So this we have to understand. Now as soon as you enter into the complex, what you see straight is a temple of Lord Shiva. See, I'm just putting the temple at the right side. You see that? That is exactly the place where, so if you see, that's a place where, okay, maybe you are not seeing the highlight. Okay, I made some highlight. I don't know whether you are able to see it or not. So that is a place, so you will see that is a place where Lord Shiva came. After 12 days from the birth of Krishna in Gokul, Lord Shiva came with, because he had 3 eyes, long hair, matted hair, and he was wearing a tiger skin, a garland of snakes, a belt of scorpions, and ashes smeared all over his body. So like this he showed up. And he proceeded to Mother Yashoda's house and knocked on the door. The Bhiksham Dehi, Bhiksham Mom, my Bhiksham Dehi. He was asking for Bhiksha. Why? In that guise, he really, wanted to see get a darshan of Krishna. He is Swayam Bhagavan. Mother Yashoda got so scared when he saw this Lord Shiva. Oh, no. Then, because when he heard that Bhiksham Dehi was calling, he really brought something to offer. Some alms. And she said, oh, take what you have, what I give, and go before your snakes and scorpions fall here. Please understand that my baby is very small and will be frightened by your dress. Please go away. Lord Shiva said, no, I came. I shall not go until I see your son. Mother Yashoda said, I am not going to show my son to you. He's scared. He will get scared. But if you do not want to go, you stay here. As long as you want, you stay. But you will not see my son. Lord Shiva said, I can sit here for 10,000 years. One day when your son grows up and at least when no longer under your control, I will see him, I will wait. Mother Yashoda said, Babaji, if you sit here for 10,000 years, I shall close this gate for 20,000 years. I will open a different gate through which my son will go out to play. Do not challenge me. My lovely son is my life. Meanwhile, Krishna is hearing all the things lying on the bed. He is only 12 days. He was aware of what was going on outside. Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee of Lord Krishna. Vaishnavanam yada Sambhu. Of all the Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva is the first Vaishnava. And at the same time, Mother Yashoda is very pure devotee. In the mood of parental love. Which one is stronger? Yashoda's love is stronger than anything that Lord Shiva has. Lord Shiva is for him, he is God. He is his worshipable Lord. So, the Vatsalya Bhava of the parental love of Yashoda is very high. Lord Shiva could not do anything with that. So, Lord Shiva could not do anything. So then he was feeling so upset, and then he left the place. He went to Yamuna river side of the Yamuna river side, and he started meditating there. And Krishna knows. Then eventually he started crying. So the crying won't stop. He was crying, and everybody tried to stop. Nothing could stop Krishna from crying. Then there was one gopi, old gopi who came. And he was asking Mother Yashoda, why? What happened? Why he's always crying and crying? And something must have happened. Did any sadhu or anybody came and then you did not give any arm or something or anything like that happened? Oh yeah, one crazy looking person came with snake and everything, and then he asked me to show Krishna to him. Then I refused. Aha! That is the one. You have to find him. He's not an ordinary person. They have to go and then find. So they were searching for Lord Shiva. And finally they could really find him. And then he really brought him back. Then Mother Yashoda was still not satisfied. He said, don't look at my son straight away. I am going to put a pot of water and you see his reflection only. This is what the picture. Look at what Lord Shiva is seeing. But in the cinema, they make all kinds of, things. Because cinema is cinema. You should not look, listen to all these kind of things, that they do in cinema. And yes, that was how Lord Shiva was actually getting the darshan. And Lord Shiva was praying, O Lord of the universe, O Lord of all, O Supreme Controller, it is very difficult to ascertain how you will act next. It is inconceivable that the Lord, who cannot be seen by meditating for thousands of years, is now acting as a child of a cowherd, Only you know your desire, no one else does. Oh Lord, I simply pay my homage unto you. And now without seeing, he really mentally, he is really touching the lotus feet of Krishna as a baby there. And after that, he really sang. Yeah, it's like 1,000 names of the Lord from Gopal Sahasranama. Gopal Sahasranama has that. And later he actually he also told about these two Parvati, about that too. Anyway, so he returned home happily. And because in Vrindavan, near every Krishna temple, there will be also a Lord Shiva temple. You must have noticed that. That is Sadashiva. That is the one who really came here. Sadashiva is not Shiva Tattva, he is Vishnu Tattva. Because he always participates in the Leelas of Sri Krishna. He is the very, very topmost devotee of Krishna. Lord Shiva is the first Vaishnava. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam also says, Nimnaganam yada ganga devanam achyuto yata Vaishnavanam yada sambhuhu purananam idam tada. All the holy rivers. Ganga is very special. All the gods, Achyuta, Lord Krishna is the highest. All the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavanam, Yada Shambhu, Sadashiva is the highest. He is the first Vaishnava. All the Puranas, only Srimad Bhagavatam is the highest. Anyway, we will also see these kind of paintings, these places, like different, this. Now, let's see. Another thing also happened in Gokul. As you know, Sani Bhagavan, you know Sani Bhagavan, who is the one who is in charge of the Saturn, the planet called Saturn. If the Saturn, the planet is looking at your birth star, you will have all kinds of problems. Your life will be difficult. It could be 7 years or 9 years, whatever it is, it will be totally a problem. If the Saturn, look of the Saturn is there. So the presiding deity is Sani Bhagavan. Sani means Saturn. Your life will be full of difficulties. But Sani Bhagavan is why Bhagavan? Why Bhagavan? Why Bhagavan? Sani Bhagavan. There are some of them given this Bhagavan name also as a title. Actually, they are not Bhagavan. They have been honorary. Sani Bhagavan also wanted to see Krishna. He knocked the door. He came. And he said, oh, I want to see your son. I am Sani Bhagavan. Oh, Sani Bhagavan. Mother Yashoda got the shock, big shock. Oh, you are Sani Bhagavan. No, don't even look at me. Why did you come to look at my son? I will not allow you. She refused and closed the door. Yashoda did not open. That's it. You go away. Sani Bhagavan, no. I don't want you to really have a look at my son. Because he knows what the effect of having a look of Sani Bhagavan on a person. And if you really see this is from Yavat. If you see that, there is a place called Gokul. So you are, now what you are seeing there is, it's really focusing, I am just focusing to the Sani Bhagavan temple. So right to the entrance of these Gokul, there is a tall Sani Bhagavan, statue is there. That's what you are seeing there. And if you really go further there, that is Gokul. And it is there, one of the famous Leela of Krishna was he climbed on a very tall Kadamba tree and he was sounding like cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Like that he was making sound to attract to Radharani and Gopis there in Yavat. But anyway, that's a different Leela. So this is the Sani Bhagavan. So Sani Bhagavan, then he was upset. And he really came out from Gokul. And this is the place he really finally, he really sat. And he was crying and meditation. Oh, Krishna, I am doing the job that you gave it to me. To act as whatever I am supposed to do. But people don't like. Just because I am doing the job correctly, I am not able to get a darshan of you. Oh, this is very bad. This is very bad. Oh, then he was meditating and Lord Krishna gave darshan to him at this place, Kokilvana. That's why that's where the temple is there. This time when we went, we did not have time to really go there. But the previous times we could go. Now let us go into the Gokul. This palace. What you see in the picture at right, that is the entrance to the palace of Nanda Baba and Yashoda where Krishna grew. Krishna was born and grew and crawling there. Where here the people are sitting waiting to enter. How? Not by food. Not by food, because it's a holy place. They do not want to really put their feet there inside. But what they do is they sit like this And they really will actually catch hold of these two legs, and then they will really jump and then keep moving inside. That's how they really get inside. But nowadays they are not following. But I could really see that many years ago, when I happened to be there, I witnessed how they were all entering. But nowadays, some devotees go like this, but not everyone. This is inside the palace. It has 84 pillars, the original pillars. There, that was more than 5,000 years ago. You can see and touch. All these pillars have seen Krishna. They all have so much of history. So many Leelas, Paukonda Leelas, they're all happening here only. When he was one, the born from the barn to until some, 5 years or something, he was here. And this place is also called Saurasi Kampa. Saurasi means 84 pillared palace. These pillars have seen Krishna. Nowadays, this place is actually so kind of corrupted. You will see so many pandits trying to extract money from you in the name of doing special puja for Krishna. They will harass you like crazy. Unless you give some money, they will not let you go. So you have to be extremely careful. But inside what they do is, there you have just a small, statue of Krishna and Yashoda and Nanda Baba. And if you give money, then you can actually do something, some swing or something like that. But anyway, so that is different thing. But look at this place, Gokul, where Krishna was just crawling and running here and there, eating butters and stealing butter from the nearby places, and everything's all happened in Gokul. Actually, this Gokul is mostly dominated by Vallabhacharya, Pushtimark. So they are the one who really are controlling this place. And Vallabhacharya used to give so much of Srimad Bhagavatam class around these places actually. So Krishna used to be amazingly playing here. That's why this is a small verse from Aishwarya Kadambini. This Aishwarya Kadambini, I believe probably it was written by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, but we don't have all of them. No, a lot of scriptures vanished because of atrocities of these Muslims invading from outside. They damaged so much here also. The old scriptures. That was the reason that Vishwanath Chakravarti, not only that, Rupa Goswami, all the Goswamis had to re-bring those Bhakti Shastras again for us. So this particular one, I don't know how I got it. What it is saying is, dressed in yellow silk and decorated with bracelets, anklets, necklaces, splendid armlets. Armlets means, for the arm, you really have ornaments. And golden earrings. Child Krishna stole everyone's heart. With the tingling sounds he made as he crawled. See, tingling. Kingini. Like that. Kingini valaya nupuradari nishka kundala varangadhari. Kingini valaya Nupuradari Nishka Kundala Varangadhari Pita Jina Vasana Sadimba Sinjitera Bhimana Amsi Jahara Pita Jina Vasana Sadimba Sinjitera Bhimana Amsi Jahara Kingini Valayam Nupuradari Nishka Kundala Varangadhari. Kingini Valayam. King, chal. Kingini Valaya means, he's wearing all these anklets. Nupuradari means, actually Nupura means probably, he also has the earrings and the nose also. Yashoda actually wears the nose also he put on. is beautiful. Pitashina means yellow silk. Like that, he is moving around. And when he was moving around, what happens there? Chal, like that, like that I played. So he's making sound everywhere. This Gokul was amazing. This is Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. In Gaurav, you see, the thing is all these kind of leelas are belonging to this Krishna, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna only. So now, until he goes back to Madhura and Dwaraka, where is Lord Narayana or Vishnu or Paramatma, whatever that we are talking about, is all inside the body, just dormant. So then once the Bala Leela, everything was done, then when he really goes out, then what happened? This Swayam Bhagavan become aprakat. Aprakat means just disappears. And prakat means appears. That is what is Dwaraka Krishna. It is very difficult to understand unless one really receives all these things detailed from a guru. It's very difficult to understand by ourselves. It's very difficult. Anyway, let us go a little more on the Gokul. Time is running. This place is called Brahmanda Ghat. This is in Gokul. So let me just probably zoom it for you. So I am zooming because this is all from our what is that thing called the fly, where DJ. So that we really flew over there. So what you see there is the Brahmanda Ghat. I don't know whether okay. This is Brahmanda Ghat. Let me do that. Yeah, you see that? That is the Brahmanda Ghat. Okay. All right. So now what is about? When Vasudeva from Madhura was taking the Vasudeva Krishna, he crossed from the other side. See, I show you Brahmanda Ghat. That is the place where Nanda Baba, everybody, all the gopis, gopas, they all come and then take bath there. Of course, there are a lot of gods there. Gods means, places where you can actually take bath in the river Yamuna. So now look at here. This is the side where Vasudeva was crossing. Remember? I told you in the beginning. So he was crossing and entering here. That is the Brahmanda Ghat. So yes, in this picture now you will see now clearly that yes, how he was crossing. No peacock, nothing. No, you have to be very careful. No, these paintings are, because they don't know anything about it. They don't know. They just paint from whatever their imagination. Cinema people also, they are further confused, and the whole population, whole world has completely gone crazy. They don't know the truth at all. So when Vasudeva was carrying Vasudeva Krishna born in Madhura to the Gokul in Vrindavan, he had to cross the Yamuna in the pitch dark night of Ashtami. That's why Janma Ashtami. Krishna was born on the Ashtami. Ashtami is the darkest day. Yamuna wanted to touch the lotus feet of Krishna though. But Vasudeva was carrying Krishna on his head. And Yamuna was trying with her waves to, she was raising the waves. But what happened was, remember, when Vasudeva was really worried, but the Yamuna gave the way. But at the same time, so he was walking. And when he was walking, then the Yamuna also wanted to touch the lotus feet of Krishna. But he could not. Seeing this, Krishna just extended his little feet for Yamuna to touch. And until that time, Yamuna was really trying to put the holy water to really just to touch his feet, but he could not. She could not touch Krishna's lotus feet. But Krishna was just putting his leg a little down. Then Yamuna just like that had a touch. Then he got so satisfied, so happy, and he became calm. Until then, she was very turbulent. Immediately after touching, she became so blissful and made Vasudeva to feel that he was simply floating on her water to reach the other side where Gokul was. It was her seva to the Lord that made her so blissful. When Vasudeva was carrying Yogamaya, now let us see that girl. The girl born was Yogamaya, not Mahamaya. But see, look at here now. When he was crossing Yamuna, who? Vasudeva, carrying this baby girl, he got transformed into Mahamaya, Durga. Who was Durga? Durga Devi was the worship, was the deity of Kamsa. So when Kamsa received the news that a child had been born to Vasudeva and Devaki, of course nobody knew anything about the thing happened. So now, when Vasudeva took back this baby girl and then all back into the prison, everything all again locked. All the servants again, they got up. And this baby was crying, and now he got the news, and he immediately brought with a sword in his hand. And he snatched the baby girl from the arms of his sister Devaki. Swinging the baby by the legs, he comes out, tried to dash her against the surface of a stone there. It gets prison. But what happened? That Yogamaya just slipped away from his hand, and he gave this, he showed her Swarupa with so many arms and so many weapons. And rebuking Kamsa, she told, Kimmaya kataya manda jata kalutavanta krit Yatra kvava purva satur mahimsihi krupanan brita. What did he say? Oh Kamsa, Kamsa, you fool. What will be the use of killing me? Can you do it? The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has been your enemy from the very beginning and who will certainly kill you, has already taken birth. Jata. So already taken birth. Look at here now. Why she has to say like that? If that Swayam Bhagavan was born in Mathura in the jail, why Yogamaya is saying like this, or in this case Mahamaya, why she has to say like this, saying that she has born, taken birth somewhere else, he says. Somewhere else, not at this place. See now, there are a lot of things from Shastra if we put together. Actually, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur had put very nicely. And yes, that's what Gurudev is telling. But nobody else knows. Therefore, do not unnecessarily kill other children like this. Okay, now the time is there. So I will continue from next week. I will, again, we'll have something around the Gokul over there. So now straight away, I think I want to probably go to, okay, we'll just play this one 3 minutes. Brindavana Malika.
Shri